Take 37. Hey there, folks. How you doing today? Welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year 2024. Bear with the background racket. The roosters are ringing in the new year right out there. It's early in the morning. They're happy to be alive, and they're letting us know about it. Tons of goodies here today. We've got all kinds of cool stuff out here, starting with, check out this rifle. This is the all-new Savage Stevens 334. There's the box up there. We just did a full-length review on it. Check that out if you haven't had a chance to yet. Really nice rifle. We've got some more stuff coming down the pipe for this rifle here on the channel. But we're not here to talk about the rifle today, folks. Rather, we're here to talk about the optic, or in this case, the optics that you see sitting out here on the table. This scope is a Crimson Trace Brushline BDC 3 to 9 by 40. That scope is a Crimson Trace Hardline MR1 MOA 3 to 9 by 40. Now, you might be wondering why we have all these scopes out here from Crimson Trace. Well, Crimson Trace, along with Wheeler, Smith & Wesson, Caldwell, and the rest of the American Outdoor Brands products, are loyal supporters of what we do here on this channel. If you weren't familiar with that, I'll ask you to take a moment to listen to this word from our sponsors. If you are watching this, then you probably know that Crimson Trace has a long and reputable history producing quality laser products for the firearms industry, such as the LS250 laser saddle shown here on the Mossberg Shockwave. But did you know they now have a full line of quality accessories to include both red and green laser sights, tactical lights, electronic sights, and rifle scopes to rival other premium brands on the market today? From the novice outdoorsman to the tactical professional, Crimson Trace offers a wide range of budget-friendly to premium rifle scopes to meet your operational needs. All Crimson Trace products are backed by their no-hassle limited lifetime warranty. Check them out now and use promo code J10 to save 10% off your next purchase. Now, why these two scopes? Well, we have reviewed several Crimson Trace scopes here on the channel in the past. Most of them have been from their premium lines. Several of you have reached out to me in the comments section and said, hey, Jay, you know, I just don't have it in the budget to buy a premium rifle scope. I got to buy groceries and so on and so forth. And could you please review some of the economy or budget-friendly scopes that Crimson Trace has to offer? So I reached out to my folks over there, told them what was going on, and they sent these two scopes for that very purpose. I already did the review on that one. There's the thumbnail for it. You can check that out in a little bit. But now we're going to talk about the Brushline BDC. The Brushline series are hunting scopes. The Hardline series are geared for tactical or just for recreational shooters. There is a difference. We'll touch on that when we do the side-by-side comparison of them. But for now, we're going to talk about the hunting scope. This scope has Crimson Trace's BDC reticle. You'll notice there's some little diamonds down there at the bottom for holdover, but for all intents and purposes, this is a pretty simple duplex scope. Really good for most hunting applications, and what I would prefer if I was gearing up a rifle for a youth hunter. Had some temperature issues yesterday. It went from very hot to very cold. Had some fog and moisture in the air. No issues with the scope fogging up. Didn't have any problems with it. I did not submerge test these two scopes. I have submerged test Crimson Trace scopes in the past. No issues with them, so didn't bother to do it today. So the specs on this one, MSRP $169. If you use the promo code I gave you earlier, you could save 10% on that, as well as Crimson Trace does periodically offer specials on their optics. 3.5 inches of eye relief, no issue with trying to find the sweet spot. It's got a very forgiving field of view. 12.3 inches long, just 14.1 ounces, so quite a bit lighter weight than the other one. The parallax on this is non-adjustable. It's set from the factory at 100 yards. However, we took this scope out to 300 yards, and I didn't see any noticeable distortion or mirage. Out beyond that, you might start to see it, but typically on a non-adjustable scope, you're good out to about that range. This one has 95 minute of angle windage and elevation adjustment. We didn't come anywhere near hitting it when we set it up for the 150 grain pills out of our 308. 1-inch tube. I've got it mounted here in Wheeler rings. These were provided also by the folks over at American Outdoor Brands. These are medium rings. You could possibly get away with a set of low rings. I think it might interfere with the zoom adjustment. I think medium rings for a 3 to 9 by 40 are ideal. This scope has capped turrets, so you have to remove the plastic caps off of them. Then adjust the turret for your ammunition, and then put the plastic caps back over so your scope doesn't get bumped. When you're out hunting, that's really what you want. You don't want something with exposed turrets if you're out in the brush and moving around and so on and so forth. So I think for a deer hunting rifle, something that you're setting up for a kid or for somebody who's only going to be shooting out to maybe 200 or 300 yards, I think this scope is a really good option. I have recently reviewed other scopes in this bracket, like the Vortex Vanquish, and comparatively, this is just a better scope. So would I recommend it to you? Sure, I would. Am I doing that just because they sent it to me? Heck no. I think it's a good scope, a solid bargain. And if you're tricking out a $400 rifle, you're not going to put an $800 scope on it. So, again, you can get these out the door today for about $150 with the promo code. And I encourage you to go over to Crimson Trace's website and check it out. But I would really like to hear what you have to say. Have you tried one of these? Have you been thinking about trying one of these? Have you had a good or a bad experience with this? Let us know down in the comment section. Crimson Trace actually reads those. They see what you people are talking about when they watch the reviews on this stuff. And that's the kind of feedback that helps to develop better products in the end. So let us know down there. Real world stuff, please. Don't tell us what you heard about on Call of Duty. That being said, I'm going to wrap this up for today. Thanks for watching. Take care. God bless.